Elijah's having high point after high point after high point. No doubt before it was a high point, it first came as a problem. But because he depended on God and he looked to God for the problem, he also got the answer for the problem. Now he tells all the people of Israel, you all come up the mount, call all the prophets of Baal and Asherah, and we will see whose God is God. So that also, Elijah comes out as the winner. And after all of this, Ahab goes and tells his wife what happened. And all she does is sends a word. When that word came to him through Jezebel, he had an image of what that would look like. That image replaced everything that God had done for him till that point. A word so strong that suddenly Elijah forgot that he can hear the voice of God. It says when he saw that, he rose and he ran for his life. And now he is cutting connections with everyone, because it says he left his servant there as well. He was not alone. He wanted to be alone because his problem became so big. It doesn't justify if there is someone with him. So he's like, I'm cutting off everything, I'm running away. So tomorrow when someone asks him anything, he say, I was all by myself. There was nobody with me. He got distracted by the voice of Jezebel. Do you know what happened after he got distracted? He became self-righteous. So he's gone and now he's telling the Lord. Very painful. He says, and he prayed that he might die and said, it is enough. Now, Lord, take my life, for I am no better than my fathers. Elijah, really? Are you comparing yourself? Are you saying you're exactly like the generation that went before you? Did they go and call down fire from heaven? Did they stop rain from happening? More than that, did they hear the voice of God? He disassociated himself from everything that God had done within him, and he accepted the baggage of the past. And he said, Lord, I don't deserve to live. He's so blinded by his problem. He's not seeing that this is not normal. This is supernatural. He ate, went to sleep. We do that sometimes. Our problem is so big, but we've gone to church this Sunday. Right. Throughout the sermon, we are thinking of our problem. Right. Hot bread has come to you. You've eaten. It has done nothing inside of you apart from fed you enough to keep you alive. Right. And then you go to sleep. And when you wake up, you don't even know you ate bread. In verse 13, it says, what are you doing here, Elijah? I've been very zealous for the Lord God of hosts, because the children of Israel have forsaken your covenant, torn down your altars, killed your prophets with the sword. I alone am left, and they seek to take my life. So now the Lord is like, okay, go back on your way. So anoint everybody else in your place. I relieve you of your duty. As women, we take a lot of freedom with how we use our tongue. Not just a woman thing anymore, very honestly. It's just anybody. We just keep grumbling, murmuring. Before we realize it, that has become the center of who we are. And when the Lord comes to us, see, we don't have Jesus in person with us. We have His manifest presence with us. But sometimes we are so out of touch with the Spirit of God. Even though He's here, blessing the person right next to me, we don't feel it because our problem is greater. The victim mentality. Like, these are two things that work hand in hand against every woman. The victim mentality and nagging tongue. Now you're not just talking about your problem. You have become ungrateful. What if Elijah just took a moment and said, I am tired. Lord, I am exhausted. I feel like I'm running from one place to another, sometimes for bread, sometimes to sleep, sometimes for water, sometimes for my life. I am tired. But I don't want to lose sight of what I'm meant to do. I don't want to lose sight of who I am in you. I don't want to lose sight of what you have called me to do. So tell me, Lord, how do I find rest? What do I do to snap out of this place that I've got into? How do I take out the voice of Jezebel from my head? Oh Lord, can you speak to me so that I cannot hear any other voice but your voice? It was okay that he went away, as long as he was still talking to God. But if God was talking to him, I don't think he would have had the opportunity to go away. Because the Lord doesn't need to remove you from a place to heal you. You don't have to stop going to church because your heart is broken and the Lord needs to heal you. Elijah was just tired. He went from one battle to another. He got exhausted. And instead of finding strength in Jesus, he asked God to just end it all. May that not be your story.